Welcome to walkthrough's gameplay video of the Next World. I'm Dishbine, and we're playing Next World again, and I'm really surprised I'm not saying Next World Simulator Access, because that is actually way too common for me to be playing early access game, but this is a full release, so yeah. And I'm Dishbine, and let's continue. Alright, on to the actual gameplay aspect of the game. Finally. Alright, this is the colony management screen. It shows you the current state of your colony and everything in it. Buildings, supply, peoples, vehicles, and more, alright? From here you can initiate all possible actions which can steer the colony to survival or ruin. The lives of these colonists are now in your hands. Oh great. Would you like a quick rundown of its the features? Yes, please. What do we got? Tutorial. Colony management screen. Those? At the top left are your counters. They check your number of surviving colonists, 758, the morale, their health, and how many days of supplies you have left to feed, water, and provide power to all of them. At the bottom is the number of resources you have. Resources are used to build new structures, keep your vehicles running, and potentially during events always keep a few handy. All right. This bill of your colony overview contains the surroundings of your colony site and all the buildings you've erected. Currently one habitat module. If any NPCs want to talk to you, this is where you'll see it. By the way, of a dialogue bubble next to the appropriate module, alright? At the top of the screen is a timer. This counts how many days you have passed since the crash, and is also used to end the day when you're done giving orders and talking to people. Ending the day commences the events phase, where you may have to make tough decisions regarding whatever problems are facing your colony. All right. To build a new module, use the construction menu to the left of the timer. Keep in mind that you'll need at least one transport vehicle assigned to the construction to be able to build anything. Alright, yeah. That's what they're also used for. And we just got the one, which we kind of broke a little bit. Alright, but anyway, as to assign orders to your vehicles, use the order pool button to the right of the timer. Underneath the timer is rationing button, where you can stretch your supplies longer at the cost of colonist health. Right. And that is where? Rationing button. Below, yeah, underneath right there. Rationing, construction, and vehicle management. And then at the top right is your current objective. Hover over it for more detailed explanation of your next goal. Alright? From the time you'll be faced with choice boxes like this one, where you have to make tough decisions without the ability to save. They won't always be easy. Be prepared to lead, right? Aren't I always? This is the motor pool. From here, you command all vehicles at your disposal: exploration rovers for scouting, and transport vehicles for cargo and construction. Alright. There are two types of vehicle. The two types of vehicles have different abilities. Only rovers can explore the planet to find interesting and possibly beneficial stuff, but only transports can build colony modules. Both can scavenge resources and supplies if there aren't any left to be found. Well, transport can go far more in one day. Alright. Vehicles maintain their orders from day to day, so they'll keep doing what you order them until you tell them to stop. With the only exception to this world, official events where that can only be done once. Right. This is in the tour. Would like to repeat it? No, I got it. Thank you very much. No, I got a undo button. That's gonna know. I guess quick save and nope, not load. Pause. All right. Save and there we go. All right. Well, I guess first things first. I was going to do that first. Post casual reports. Talk to Dan. Talk to Bass. I guess that's post-casualty reports. You make your way through the overfilled corridors of your habitat module with a large void in the pit of your stomach. You read the census. You read the census and the casualty reports on top of that of people who survived in the crash people who survived the crash that wiped out so many only to die on this barren orange rock. Yeah. The other survivors turn to watch you as if they know you're here. Or as if they know where you're here. Sunken eyes, swollen faces, too strained and exhausted to be ready for bad news that's coming. I had to get it over with sometime. You saw your hand break into the wall and let it upload. 736. That's all that's left of the 1,500 souls who set out from Earth. There's an audible woof, as the data comes up on screen. The simultaneous expiration of air from many lungs, as if the number has delivered a hard punch to the stomachs of everyone in the room. Yeah. A young woman comes up to you, red eyes rimmed from crying, and stutters. Have you seen my baby? She can't finish her sentence before she loses herself in a great rocking sobs. Well, wouldn't he be with the other children that Bass saved? Of course, there's multiple of them. Let's try the comforter. Oh, that might not be the best idea with Lucy, but that's the best thing I can think of. I know how you feel. I have a baby boy too. One way or another, you need to keep going for him. You and a woman off to a couple helpful bystanders. The crowd waits with a grudging compassion for her to fumble her way through the census. At the end, her wail of sorrow echoes through the entire colony. Great. After that, there's no choice to carry her away. At some point, she falls unconscious and is taken to the infirmary. The last you hear about her is the day reports from Dr. Monroe, who mentions her being in stable condition and recovering. I mean, that was a one-on-one situation. Didn't want to give a speech for that. Alright, that's like to Dan. What you got? Mr. Scientist Man. Dr. Monroe has rescued the whole bunk room Dr. Monroe has reserved a whole bunk room for his medical facility. The bunks are now occupied by patients. In the most critical cases, while others sit propped up against the wall or laid out on every flat surface. Only a few small lanes of cleared space let you move around without stepping on bodies. You knew the colony situation was desperate, but this experience really hammers it home, yeah. Dan, Miss Kava, glad you came. The good doctor looks up from his current patient, a man with a nasty leg wound, potentially infected. His motions for one of his nurses to take over. You realize you don't even know if those nurses have any medical training for the mission, or if Dr. Monroe is present in the service. Yeah. Let's see. Hope you're keeping them breathing, Doctor. Dan, things are not good. That's why I requested you to come. We've a lot of wounded, and there's not much medication to treat them beyond first aid kits. Basic infections are running wild because I don't have enough antibiotics on hand. It's imperative that we cover more supplies soon, or we're going to start losing people by the handful. On top of the current medical crisis, I can't imagine how much our health will suffer if we run out of food, or if we try to cut rations at this point. We must find another way. Yes, we must find supplies. I'm going to talk to Brass in a second and see how many exploration rovers we have. This will be a priority. Dan, thank you. I'm tired of losing people. I trust you feel the same. Yeah. In fact, that brings us to another point I wanted to bring up, Dot. I must impress you that if we lose too many colonists, it will make long-term survival impossible. The number is 50. Any less than that, and wouldn't be enough workers to maintain and operate a functioning colony, let alone provide any necessary genetic diversity to continue our lineage. Yeah, which would mean then we'd just be, trying to call for help. Which, if it took us 50 years to get here, and we don't know where we are, and I don't know how communications are like in this universe, then yeah. But then the ship, ship has a sexual engine in it, so it might have been pretty fast, maybe faster than light. But yeah, rescue may not be coming anytime soon, so I'll try to keep that in mind. Dan, less than 50, and the life on this planet is over for us. Please keep that in mind. Yep, got it. Octo Montrose attention wavers as his nurse calls out, "Look, wound patient has collapsed on the examination table." And you can see his eyes rolling in the back of his head. Even when you leave, the wall-to-wall carpet of bodies requires you to carefully take a new path back out. You both feel glad and guilty to leave the infirmary behind, yeah. Alright, how about Bass? You make your way through the press of bodies into a small. You make your way through the press of bodies into a small corner of the habitat where Bass has set up his vast attempt at a machine shop. Tools are hung on the wall and scattered across every available surface. Some, obviously, from the shop, others improvised out of whatever salvage was at hand. The rover and transport are parked outside by the windows, covered in turpentine or terpulium to keep the dust at bay. Yeah. Oh, there they are. And then all the tools and all that. Hey, boss, good to see you. I see you're in the, you're still in your spacesuit. Let's see. Was there something you want to talk about? Bass, well, it's really about the vehicles. Yeah, the two. Bass, I know we don't have a good place to store them. The chances are we won't for a good time. That's gotta be the way it's gotta be. But believe me, when I say this dust is gonna take a toll, it'll nail performance. We'll need to perform serious maintenance every time we take one out. The maintenance parts, maintenance takes tools, or actually parts and tools and other little things, right? In short, using vehicles is going to cost resources, which we'll have to scavenge using the vehicles. Don't let us run too low or we'll be in trouble, yeah. Be a ship without a fleet, or we will be a carrier without its planes. That'd be bad. Bass, oh. And after the stunt you pulled to the transport, she's in serious need of repairs. We won't be going anywhere until we can put her back together. Yeah, it was my fault. You see, understood. Was that all, or you have something more for me? Bass, not right now. Nina. Bastion Hicks, you son of a hacker! A woman wearing a torn uniform and a bright red bandana airballs her way into the open, grinning like a Cheshire cat. She seems to enjoy the expression of pure dumbfoundedness on Bass's face. Bass, Dada Gorman? They told me you were dead. Nina, not dead, just a little slow to wake up, that is all. I came with the stragglers overnight. Are you going to speed or what? Bass, yeah, boss. I'd like you to meet Nina Gorman, my supervisor. Best darn mechanic I ever seen. Nina, this is Lucy Corvin, ship's navigator, and also Dirk Malign player. Alright. Nina, I've heard of you. Nice to meet one of the people who have been getting things done around here. Although I have to question your judgment a little at leaving this clown in charge of your tools. She offers her hand. She offers her hand and has a firm, confident grip when you shake it, huh? You see, the job's yours if you want it. Nina, hey, if we're sticking to with ship's ranks, I'll be in command of this shop since the minute I walked in. That's a problem with you, Hicks? Best. No problem at all. I'll stick with the vehicles. Yeah, that is an excellent plan. Anyway, pleasure to make your acquaintance, Lucy. I better get started introducing some order around here. I'll let you know if I need anything. Yeah. Conversation over, you walk away from the machine shop bemused when you certainly make use you can certainly make use of a talented engineer with fire in her belly. Somehow you get the feeling this arrangement is going to work out for the best. Yeah. I'll still be talking to Bass as we're going to be going to this menu. Alright. Talk to everyone? Is it in out? Nope. Okay, move the camera around. Nope. Or at least, yeah, anyway. Alright, let's see what we can construct. What do we got? You know, any hydroponics? Oh. Hydroponics be nice. Oh, recycling would be really nice. Reducing supplies. Payment seems nice, but don't quite need that right now. Or I'll say that's our morale is average, so that's fine. Health is average. Food is 5 days. Oh, that's bad. I'll say that's maintenance. We got one. Great. What takes the most? That would be that'd be mining. Alright, so that just gives us flat resources. Oh, that gives us resources. This gives us supplies. I guess this is where the game begins, eh? Oh, you can right click to go to the menu? Really? How do you get out of this menu then? Click on it twice, got it. Alright, Mass Colony Day 1. What do we got? We'll leave the rations as is, as per doctor's orders, and we got nothing else to do, so let's look at this. If that's a transport, I think it'd be more flat and rectangle, or more flat and square, but it works. More pool contains one mover for scouting and one transport vehicle for cargo and construction. Your orders? Rover! I guess explore. Give me another vehicle. Transport. Yes, prepare it. How much resources do we have? I mean, if what I said is right, then that'd be the only resource. Great. I guess. Do it, we're gonna need it. That's like, that was 10. I thought it was 1.0. That makes sense now. Random vehicle. I guess we're good because it says 1, so yeah, keep exploring. And then we'll have the transport salvage after the day's over. After the day's over. Okay. Base construction. Oh, yeah, we don't have any stuff we don't have any of these to build from, so yeah. It'll look pretty cool though. I guess vehicle. Transport. Oh, we have to transfer repairs. Alright, that's fine. Leave. Well, we're going to the rover out, but that's about it. Alright, end day, begin the events phase. Let's do this. Loading. Loading your vehicle today costs 1 resource. The vehicle, Transport 1 has been repaired and is back in action. Your colony has consumed 29 supplies worth of food, water, medicine, and electricity. Alright. Which 4 days. Alright, Rover 1 sets off to explore the world beyond your colony. You have a team search the Exodus crash site for intact modules and other equipment, or send them out to scout surrounding your colony. Learn more about this alien planet. We'll learn more about it once we got supplies. Explore the crash site. An interesting find presents itself as your rover circles the escorts and the crash site, and an open life pod, virtually invisible from closer to the Exodus, safely landed in a small sandy valley. What sets this apart from all the others, however, is the lights are still on inside. Through the vault port, the crew can see 12 active cryo capsules still humming away. Even more shocking is what they discovered next. There are live humans inside. Alright. Scrap the capsules for parts. Okay, we got 3 options. Open the capsules, let them sleep, or scrap the capsule for parts. We could save them now, we could save them later, or we should not save them at all. Sure, let's get them. Got nothing better I had to do. After disengaging the quiet system, the pods begin faithfully defrost their occupants until a group of groggy and very confused people emerge back into the waking world. The news of the crash horrifies them, but despite the shock, they agree to come back and join the colony. What other choice do they have, after all? It takes a couple of trips to bring them home. By the end of the day, you get to shake hands with 12 new colonists ready to do their part in helping everyone survive. A welcoming party is already well on the way by the time you get back to work. Alright. Or is already well on the way. Alright, so you got a call from Dr. Monroe on your handbrain. His expression is grim when you pick up. An extortion shows the lines in his face. Miss Cleaver, I have more bad news for you. Some of our colonists stuck around the crash site significantly longer than we did. And many of them are now coming down with symptoms of our acute radiation poisoning. Currently, we're treating 21.1. Hope that'll be all. By treating is a strong word. We got virtually no medicine. We'll desperately need to scavenge more supplies. It'd already be too late to save some of them. Oh, great. I'll do what I can, or understood, or I'm afraid you're on your own, Doctor. I'll do what I can. Please discover. People are dying. We're running out of time. Dr. Maroons hangs up abruptly with his last sentence still ringing in your ears. Yeah. We're trying. That's what the rover was sent out for. Alright, we still don't have any supplies. The rover stuff, so great. We are saving. And saving. I'm pretty sure it saves after day. Alright, great. Should we put the, should we make the transport goal get? But we don't have any resources to do it, though. We can't make any, we don't have anything. Cover, don't have anything? Actually, can we? Is the transport good now? Construction, try that. Alright, what we got? Can we now build stuff? No, we can't. We still don't have any stuff in the inventories. I was figuring that much, so transport, I guess scavenge? Or salvage? Done. The transport orders are now set to scavenge. Scavenge will be calculated at the end of the day. Alright. Wolver's still exploring? Yeah, let's see if we can find medicine. I mean, we could scavenge with it as well, but I don't think that's going to help much. And we still got 4 days. Oh, we still got, well, 4 days. We don't have 3 days left. This is the last day. This is the last day we can use the vehicles for. So, do it. And as always, in turn-based game, always save always save at the beginning of the turn, so you can always make those changes. You can always make those changes after. You can just reset the turn instead of having to instead of having the end of the turn and then having to make stuff, and then having, and then not being able, and then how I'm gonna put this. Alright, basically, you should save at the beginning of a turn because. At the beginning of turn, there are no decisions made. As in, if you make a decision in the turn and then save, you are locked with that decision if you want to go back to that save. Therefore, if you save in the turn and made 5 bad decisions, you can't go back and do decisions again by going to that save. So yeah. And Transport 1 rolls out on a mission to scavenge material from the Exodus wreckage. You currently know the location of the following items: salvage hydroponics, salvage mining, salvage recycling. You can retrieve one of these items or spend the day scavenging for supplies and resources instead. I think we need hydroponics more than the other 2 for right now, so hydroponics. Transport 1 quickly finds the coordinates from your log and begins to retrieve the cargo. Your crew works carefully through the laborious and time-consuming process of loading everything onto the transport, and they soon return home with a new colony module in tow. Hydroponics module added to common inventory. Alright. Running your vehicle today costs 2 resources. Your colony consumes 30 supplies worth of food, water, medicine, and electricity. Alright. Hopefully you bring back some resources. We need those. Rover 1 sets out to explore the world beyond your colony. You can have the team search for the extra site for intact modules and other equipment, or send them to scout the surroundings of your colony, learning more about this alien planet. We're exploring the crash site again. Despite a hard day spent patrolling the crash site, your recovery crew find nothing new worth reporting, just wreckage damage beyond repair. Eventually, the radiation forces them to turn back, turning apologetic and empty-handed. Great. Alright. The instant beeping of your hydropane draws your attention to what is apparently an urgent message from Engineer Gorman, asking you to come to the Morph Pool immediately. She makes it sound serious. Oh, great. Themes, you're not the only one who was called either. By the time you arrive, Sheena is already there with an argument is in full swing between Nina and Dr. Montreux. Everyone turns to you to make your presence known. Alright, what do we got? Nina. There you are. Could you please tell this guy that kid's examined? Let's see what's going on. Shin. That's what I'm trying to find out. If only these 2 would stop and take a breath. And that's just acceleration, that's just acceleration, Mr. Teriyaki. I'm perfectly calm. Miss Gorman, on the other hand, Nina, don't you dare. Lucy, cool, Gorman. At least enough to tell me what the heck is going on. Nina angrily points a range at Montreux, tooth bared into a snarl. Nina, this guy is, in the earlier talking to Hicks, trying to get behind my back, except I was there to hear him. He wants to know about probable location at the crash site to find a goddamn new reactor module. Yeah, that's probably it. Dan. It's purely a practical concern, Miss Carver, Mr. Taki. The reality is quite simple. We can make do with solar cells for now, but if you want a sustainable colony, we need a reactor. Yeah, I know. You're insane, Montreux. You seriously want to look for another reactor for what happened to the other one? Well, finding one would, finding one damaged would be bad, but finding one intact would not be bad. Dan, I'm afraid I'm perfectly rational. I'm the only one who gets to treat the poor jerks, or the poor guys who fell ill from the radiation, so I know the risks. However, I've been running numbers based on our new census, and by my calculations, if we restrict if we restrict expeditionaries solely to life support and essential vehicles with no exceptions, or if we restrict expenditures solely to life support and essential vehicles with no exceptions, we'll run out of stored power in 4 days. Oh, great. Even if we use every solar power left to be found at the crash site and raised every wind turbine we could in 96 hours, it still wouldn't be enough to meet current demand. There isn't enough sunlight on this world. Yeah. Either we salvage a nuclear reactor or everyone will have to get used to rolling blackouts and bad air. We're also likely to lose a good portion of any hydraulic crops and other production. We can still salvage enough to live on for now, but the expedition stores are not infinite. Or the Exodus stores are not infinite. We have to think for the long term. Yeah. I take the blackouts. Dan. And that's when you're not a doctor, my dear. Would anyone else care to wait? We are going. Yeah, we have two choices. I don't think we have another choice which one I'm going to take, or another reactor is out of the question, but we don't have another choice, and it still could be fine. These things are safe enough when they're not exploding. Lucy, facts are pretty clear. The facts are pretty clear. Going without a nuclear reactor would hurt more people than it would help. Lucy's right. I've seen that oxygen deprivation and CO2 poisoning look like. And that's not going to happen here, presuming we could find a reactor in the first place. We're around there somewhere. Lucy. That'll be one of our priorities tomorrow. Nana. What? Put Hicks in the rover and tell him to just go wild in a radioactive wasteland? Well, the suits could hold it for long enough. Dan, our options are limited, as is our time. We have to explore the crash site to find what we need. And then we'll need a transport to fetch it. And then we'll need to build a module. It's a 3D test minimum, cutting it rather close, I'd say. Let's make sure we budget properly and don't let anyone starve. Yeah. Let's see. I'll see what we can do. I'm not happy with this. Nina storms off to the other corner of the motor pool and begins work on some obscure bit of machinery she has dissecting on the sheet. She and Dr. Montrell excuse themselves soon afterward. It'll be a tough job to get the module up, and it's all up to you, yeah. Loading. Alright, day 3. Just got one vehicle left. So, like I said, save at the beginning of the day. We were very unlucky not to find supplies with the rover, but maybe you're not supposed to explore, you're supposed to just salvage. No, we'll see. So I'll send the rover out one last time and build the habitation module. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to have to do. Remember, this is a turn-based game. Yeah, there's no real-time components in it, so this is just fine, just saying here. So, alright, so that'll be it for this video, because I think we're out of time. If I'm not, I'm sorry. If we are, I'm sorry, because the timer stopped going, so therefore it must be over. Alright, so, yeah, what do I think of the next World War? It's actually pretty amazing, actually. It's really good, although it's a little RNG, at least at the beginning. I bet when you start building colony modules, it becomes less RNG. But it's kind of RNG at the moment. So, but it's not too bad. I mean, if you like the random events, it's fine, and you like the random chance of finding stuff, it's fine. But if you don't, you more like moving them around and then actually finding resources, like I kind of do, then that's fine. But this is still a really good visual novel and really good strategy game. So yeah, I would recommend it. Again, for $12, you can't go a whole lot worse. So yeah, that'd be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching on this video. It means a lot to me. Well, it's not to me to leave a comment to you want me to make this series or not, or if not, I'll play the next one. General no tip is going to be another normal tip, and I guess see you in a second.